Hello everyone and welcome back to the Daily Ladies channel. It is I, Megan, and I'm here again to bring you another Friday PJ vlog. This is going to be a new thing. So basically what these Friday PJ vlogs are going to be is just me ranting in my PJs and maybe telling life stories or just saying whatever really comes to my head at the time, because these aren't going to be planned ones. None of my videos are actually planned, so that makes no sense. But I'm not going to plan these videos. I'm just kind of gonna go with the flow, like talk about my life maybe, I don't know. I have Pinot Grigio. Fabulous. This is not an intentional bun poof. I literally just tied my hair up like this 2 seconds before I made the video. I don't even know what it's doing. I have my little lamp on and I have the blinds open. It's so bright outside and it was my first day of summer and I bought some last minute bits and bobs for my holidays. Today my PJs are Dalmatians, as you can see. I got them for Christmas and they're my favourite. You know what? I am going to talk about something. I'm going to talk about skin. I don't know. Okay, so I had a lot of problem with acne last year because of my eating habits, because I ate really badly, didn't really do a lot of exercise, partly hormonal. I had a lot of stress. I had a lot of rosacea on my nose and my cheeks. For those of you who don't know what rosacea is, it's basically like kind of a red skin irritation. It kind of comes to people who would blush a lot, and stress as well, where you kind of get inflamed red on your nose and your cheeks all the time and like a lot of spots, and it's very irritating and sore. Some people just get really red cheeks all the time, but you know, it can be treated. So I did go on rosacea treatment. I went on different types of tablets. I was doing so many combinations, changing my eating habits, try and get them down, and only in the past like 2 months or so has my skin just calmed down completely, and I had no irritating skin. It wasn't dry and peely. I used to have the most atrocious dry skin. I have dry skin and my skin used to peel off all here. Like, it was like, you ever seen Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage? It was like that. It was disgusting. It was really disgusting. And I had really clear skin. I was very proud of myself. I was happy to go to school with no makeup on. I didn't feel judged. And you know, I usually get acne on my nose because of the rosacea, all across my cheeks here and some up here, just in my glabella. And I don't really get a lot on my chin, but sometimes I get some on my jaw as well. I don't know, that's gross. Ew, Megan, why would you talk about something like that? But anyway, yes, my skin cleared up so great and I was so proud of it. And then the leaving cert struck, and you know, I wake up this morning and there's red bumps all over my cheeks. Because of the way I've positioned the lamp and the light, you can't see it, but if I go quite close, you can see here, 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 all here just went completely inflamed this morning with red bumps. I really wasn't impressed. I actually did about 2 weeks worth of cleaning on my face tonight to get rid of it, and I'm quite annoyed about that. So that was my first thing. I did some exfoliating, put on face mask. I have little strips to clear out my pores and hopefully bring them down. There's a bit of witch hazel and tea tree on there, so hopefully it goes away before my holidays. I can't have that on my holidays. I wouldn't be able to cope. Let's see. What does Maggie want to talk about tonight? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to talk tonight about another deep and meaningful life story, and that's going to be short tempers. Temper. I was speaking to Lauren about this earlier. It's still there. I'm still thinking about it, so I'm going to think about it. Basically, I come from my dad was a very short-tempered man, kind of hot-headed, but not crazy bad. He was just short-tempered, you know, someone who just has a short fuse. My dad had a short fuse. I inherited that trait. My mom's real cool. She's like a cool bean. She doesn't even waver. She's fine. She manages to keep a clear head, cool head in all situations. I love that about her. I absolutely would adore that trait. But unfortunately, I don't have it. Actually, no, not unfortunately, because I have quite a lot to say about it. Okay, so I have a short temper. Basically, just, I'd even remember just from childhood, like as early as 11, 12, early adolescence, just being pissed off by the smallest things. And it happens, it always happens. People like, Lauren likes to call it mood swings, and I would agree. I tend to have mood swings. They're entertaining after they've happened and you realise that you've thrown a wobbly over something completely irrelevant. But the mood swing aspect, that's something I can temper. My mom is always dead serious on tempering your temper, You don't want to be someone who flies off the handle at the smallest thing and ends up hurting people's feelings. I did that quite a lot through the majority of my teenage years. I still do that sometimes. I like to think I'm a lot better now. I have changed a lot. Like, I have calmed down a little bit more than what it used to be. It used to be really bad. I have bad days, like everyone does, but I just get into these like real kind of moods where I just can't change to please anyone. I can't just pretend to be happy, in a situation. If I'm in a bad mood, I am, and you'll know about it. But I wanted to kind of destroy the stigma around it. If you're someone who does have a short temper, there is nothing wrong with you, okay? I'm just here to teach you this now. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having a short temper. You are fine, Not a lot of people do have short tempers. Some people have short tempers that would be about serious things that make sense to be angry about. Some people don't. Some people just get really annoyed at the smallest things, and there is nothing wrong with it. What's important is being able to try and temper it and calm it a little bit so that you can deal with it and cope with it in situations. And you're not always going to be able to do it. I'm not able to do it all the time. But sometimes there are small things you can do, like taking deep breaths, taking walks, thinking about things before you speak, thinking about the situation, thinking about why you're mad, trying to get to the root of the problem and trying to fix it. That's the important part of, dealing with having a short temper. But otherwise, if you're someone who doesn't have a short temper but you know someone who does, all I can say is I speak on behalf of short-tempered people, are not aggressive because we're short-tempered. Like I feel like there's this kind of thing that they go hand in hand, being aggressive and being short-tempered, and that's not true at all. Because somebody happens to, or you see someone, get more annoyed about a certain situation than you do, it just means that they've reacted to the situation differently than how you would. And they can't change that, and you can't change that in them. Once you're not hurting someone else, or saying something horrible to someone else, or hitting someone else, or being physically abusive or emotionally, verbally abusive towards someone else, being angry at something little, that's okay. You're going to learn how to calm down. I honestly think the older that, I get, the calmer I'm going to become once I try hard. And I do try hard to, take deep breaths, not be annoyed about the littlest things. But even today, I was annoyed about little things. I get annoyed about little things. And I start to get a bit emotional about them, but I'm quicker to realise that I've said something that I shouldn't and learn how to apologise and try and remedy the situation. But at the end of the day, if you happen to lose your temper around someone who maybe is more cool-headed than you are, and who kind of looks at you like, why? Like, why are you so angry right now? You shouldn't be angry. You need to calm down. No. Okay? No. I think if somebody thinks that your short temper, means that you must be an aggressive person, or that you're being silly, or you're being over the top about it, you're not. I have learned from my mistakes. I'm still learning from my mistakes, and just learning how to temper it is important. So if you're out there with a short temper, learn how to temper it and just calm down and maybe not get so worked up about the littlest things. Get angry about things that are important, of course. Get absolutely angry about things that are important. But don't fret about the little things. I fret about the little things and then realised that I wasn't even that angry about them. It was just that I happened to be in a bad mood, so I decided to be angry. There's no point. There really isn't. So, you know, if you know someone who is short-tempered, just be like, that's them. You know, let that be their business. They'll learn how to calm themselves down. If you remind them, okay, you are losing your temper. You know, Lauren is a godsend. My mother is a godsend for things like this. When I lose my temper over something that I shouldn't, they're always able to be like, you are losing your temper, you're getting out of control, you're starting to say things that you know you don't mean, pull it back. You know, shut up. And sometimes you need that little push to be like, okay, calm down. But if you're someone who's just complaining because you're in a bad mood or being short-tempered on something as small as failing a test or being annoyed at a teacher, you know, if that makes you want to rant and complain and somebody thinks that that's a problem, it's not. That's their problem if they can't understand why you are the way you are. And always embrace who you are. Once you're not hurting anybody else and once you're learning to be good to yourself about it, don't fret about being that way. And there's nothing wrong with being a short-tempered person. You know, it happens. You know, sometimes though you do need to pull it back a bit. Sometimes I need to pull it back a bit. But I'll you know, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna take a sip of wine. It's getting heavy. I actually recently ordered some booty online detox that I'm going to do after holidays. I'm definitely going to do a health vlog on Sunday, maybe before I go away, about keeping fit coming up to your holidays and the best way to keep down bloating and stuff like that. So before this video goes to the 15 minutes that it shouldn't be at, because it's already way too long, I hope you enjoyed my little vlog. Thank you to all you subscribers and viewers for watching The Daily Ladies. Check us out on our Facebook, facebook.com/TheDailyLadies. And definitely drop us a like. Drop me a few likes, drop me a few comments, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will be back next Friday. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Well, I'll be back Sunday. But I will do this every Friday where I'll just talk about random things and rant a little bit. Because, as I said, I'm short-tempered and I have a lot to complain about. So, I hope you enjoyed. And if you're someone sitting down with a drink, cheers, enjoy your drink, enjoy your chillaxing. Watch some TV, do something cool. It's Friday, it's the weekend, so we can all be happy. And I will talk to you guys soon. Goodbye, everybody.